Development in East Texas rail transport is in the works. That is the I-20 corridor passenger rail service connecting the Dallas-Fort Worth area to Atlanta, Georgia.
Today, the East Texas Council of Governments announced a big step for the project. KLTV7's Christine Guevara reports.
The passenger rail service along I-20 is making its way to becoming a reality. The East Texas Council of Governments revealed today their grant award of $500,000 by the Federal Railroad Administration, an award that project advocate and Gregg County Judge Bill Stoudt says will help move the project along.
But there's one word synonymous with what this development means: economic development. Economic development going forward. This is going to be a game changer for East Texas in the years ahead.
The route connects the Dallas-Fort Worth area through East Texas cities, including Mineola, Longview, and Marshall, and expanding all the way to Atlanta, Georgia.
You and your family need to go to Dallas for the day shopping, Christmas shopping. And instead of fighting the horrific traffic in DFW and I-20 in spots between here and there, you can jump on the rail car in Marshall, Texas, and be in downtown Dallas in an hour and 20 minutes.
The money awarded will be used by the Southern Rail Commission to complete step one of the process. This includes developing a schedule and cost estimate in preparation for the service development plan.
Step two of the process involves actual completion of the service development plan. And step three is the project development and implementation stage.
A stage that one East Texan is looking forward to.
I definitely believe this is a game changer for East Texas. This is going to encourage travel and tourism into our area, as well as encourage people to, take a look outside of our area, but be able to utilize this as a hub.
Christine Guevara, KLTV 7 News.
And a timeline has not been determined, but Judge Bill Stoudt estimates the project could take about 10 to 15 years to complete.